this video, we are going to cover the topics parts of the cell, comparison between plant and animal cells. Right? Let us start with parts of the cell. The basic components of any cell are, cell membrane, cytoplasm, nucleus. So basically, these are the three basic components for any cell, right? So nucleus is nothing but it is a central dense part. It is a round body at the center, which is present at the center of the cell. Here it is clearly given. Sorry, yeah, right here we have got. Where is the cursor? Yeah, here you could see that there is a dark violet color thing which is present at the center of the cell. That is nothing but the nucleus, which is denser and round body, right? And the protoplasm is said to be the living matter of the cell, which is nucleus and cytoplasm. So basically nucleus and cytoplasm together considered to be the protoplasm, which is said to be the living matter of the cell, right? So when you look at the cytoplasm, it looks like jelly, jelly like structure that is present in between the nucleus and the cell membrane, and you can also call the cell membrane as plasma membrane. So cell membrane also can be said as plasma membrane. So let us look in depth into cytoplasm. So we have discussed like it's a jelly substance, like it is sticky type thing where it will hold the components of the cell. So it also helps as a protective layer. At the same time, it also helps the components of the cell for the movement, for the transport thing, right? So various organelles or components of cell are present in the cytoplasm, which is like mitochondria, Golgi patches, ribosomes, and rough endoplasmic reticulum, small smooth endoplasmic reticulum. So all these components, different components of the cell, which are present in the cytoplasm. When it comes to nucleus, it is spherical in shape, and it is located at the center of the cell, right? Nucleus is separated from the cytoplasm by a membrane called the nuclear membrane. So nucleus is covered by a membrane. That is how it is being separated from the cytoplasm. It is having a membrane around it, which is called the nuclear membrane. It is porous and allows the movement of materials between the cytoplasm and inside the nucleus. So this nuclear membrane, which is present around the nucleus, it is porous. Porous means it is having tiny holes which allow the materials to transport from cytoplasm to inside the nucleus. And a smaller spherical body, it is present inside the nucleus. So now we have cytoplasm. In cytoplasm we have nucleus, which is separated from cytoplasm with the nuclear membrane, which is porous again, which helps transport of materials from cytoplasm into the nucleus. At the same time, in the nucleus, like inside the nucleus, we have one more spherical body, which is said to be the nucleolus. Okay, nucleolus also contains thread-like structure called chromosomes. This is very important. You need to understand this. So inside nucleus, we have a spherical body, which is said to be nucleolus. In this nucleolus, we have a thread-like structure called chromosomes. These chromosomes play a very important role for any organism, right? So basically these carry the genes and help in inheritance or transfer of characters from their parents to the offsprings. So basically you must have heard of saying people that you look exactly like your dad, you look exactly like your mom, like her eyes look like her mom, or his hairstyle is like his dad. This is all because basically we hear such kind of comments from people. The only reason is because of genes. These genes carry the traits, or you can say the characters, from your parents to you. Here I have given a small example how the characters of parents will be inherited by their son or daughter. So inheritance is nothing but having similar characters like parents, right? Example, as we have discussed, like color of eyes, eyebrows, hair color, वगैरह वगैरह, right? And nucleus it acts as the control center of the cell. It is the control center of the cell. The reason is because nucleus is carrying the genes which are actually responsible for inheritance, right? We are having the traits of our parents, right? So it is basically, it controls the activities of the cell. It is very important role, it plays very important role. So entire content of a living cell is known as protoplasm. So the entire content of a living cell, just just now we have discussed what is the living matter in a cell is said to be protoplasm, right? So the entire content of a living cell is said to be protoplasm. It is nothing but the cytoplasm plus nucleus, because in cytoplasm we many components of the cells are present in cytoplasm, where that living nature is happening around there, right? Similarly in the nucleus, it is the action control center for any cell. So that is why this combined together cytoplasm plus nucleus is said to be the protoplasm. It is the living substance of the cell. Now let us look into plant cell versus animal cell. What are the differences? What are the similarities? How does a plant cell look and how does an animal cell look, right? What is the basic differences or similarities, right? So in this plant cell and animal cell, plant cell is actually having the cell wall, whereas animal cell doesn't have any cell wall. The reason is plant cell needs protection. It is exposed to outer surroundings. So plant cell basically needs surroundings from insects. It needs protection from the atmosphere, right? So that is the reason plant cell is having cell wall, whereas animal cell is not having any cell wall. So here you can see, and there is one more huge difference here. Like you can see there is a huge vacuole present in a plant cell, but whereas there are small, here you can see, follow my cursor, you can observe small or very tiny vacuoles present in animal cell, and the number of vacuoles in animal cell are more in number. When it comes to plant cell, it is a single huge vacuole will be there. And one more difference you need to observe, plant cells are having chloroplasts, right? Chlorophyll will be present in plant. The reason why color of the leaves look greenish in color, or it also sometimes there are different types of chlorophylls that we not to worry about that right now. So there are different chlorophylls which is actually responsible for the pigmentation of the plant, right? So the greenish color in the plant is because of the chlorophyll present in them. So it is not present in animals. We don't have any particular thing. We do have pigmentation, but not chlorophyll, right? So yeah, so this is the mitochondria. You have mitochondria, you have Golgi apparatus, and you have nucleus, right? Rough endoplasmic reticulum and smooth endoplasmic reticulum. So basically these ribosomes only stick to rough endoplasmic reticulum. The reason is because it is rough, so it is having the sticky nature. Whereas in smooth endoplasmic reticulum, the ribosomes wouldn't attach them actually. So basically the ribosomes are actually present on rough endoplasmic reticulum, right? Fine. Let us look. I have also prepared ones. Here I have just mentioned what are the similarities that both of them have. Both plant cell and animal cell has mitochondria, Golgi apparatus. They both have endoplasmic reticulum, both rough and smooth. They have nucleus, they have cytoplasm, and right, they have ribosomes, right? But what are the things that they don't have? Like plant cell is having a cell wall. Just now we have seen, like discussed, plant needs protection, that's why it needs cell wall, whereas animal doesn't, right? So it doesn't need any cell wall. So basically plant is having cell wall, animal is having no cell wall. Plant is having a large vacuole, whereas animal is having small or no vacuoles, right? Plants are having chloroplast. The reason is because it is greenish in color, it is having a chlorophyll, that is why plant leaves are green in color, whereas animal doesn't need that. So there are no chloroplasts present in animals. And yeah, flagella only in gametes, and we have flagella, right? So these are the basic similarities and differences for plant and animal cell. So that's all in this video, and we have completed cell structure, function, cell structure and function for 8th standard students. Please do, you know, please do share your comments. Like if you have any doubts and if you want us to cover any topic, please do comment us. So that please do comment in the below thing, so that we will come back to you.